In this video, I'm going to show you how to calculate the standard deviation using Excel. Standard deviation is a key measure in the statistic because it tells us how much the varies from the mean. Since our goal in statistic is often to understand the mean, we need to account for this variation to make accurate prediction. First, to calculate the deviation by subtracting mean from each of the data points. Mathematically, this is written as x minus mu, where x is a data point and mu is the mean. To find the variance, we square each of the deviation and then find the average of these square deviations. This gives us the square deviation, which represent how much the data varies from the mean. Now let's move on to calculate the standard deviation and variance. I have prepared two data sets. One with 12 data points and other with 30 data points. We will use these data sets to demonstrate the both population and sample calculations. First, in order to calculate the variance, first we need to have a mean. First I choose the standard deviation variance formula for the sample. So in order to find the mean, first I will go to the reference cell here and type equal. In Excel, we use the average functions in order to calculate the mean. I will type average, then once pop up the average function, we can double click it. Then we have to enter the entire data set. I will go to this is my first data set and drag in, and I can click the entire data set, then just enter it. Then you can see the automatically Excel generated the mean for our data set. So once we found the mean, then we have to formulate here standard deviation. Now let's find the number of data points. In order to do that, I will highlight the reference data set and then type the equal sign, and in Excel we can find the total number of data points for the data set. Count function, I will type the count, then once the pop up the count function, you can double click it, then highlight the entire data set and just enter. Then you will see the number of data points for my data set. First data set has 12. Then in order to find the variance, this is my variance formula, so we use, and because I am using the sample data set from the population, so then I have to first formulate the one column x minus x bar deviation from the mean for each data set. So I type here x minus x bar. Then in order to calculate these calculations, I will go to the first cell from this column and type equal sign. I need to click the first data point. X is our data point. I will click here x and minus, type the minus. X bar is our mean. I will go to the reference cell of the mean. In here I will click here, then just enter. So but in as previous videos, I always said if you want to give to Excel some value as constants, we have to go to the cell and before and the row and column reference cell, we have to type the $sign. That means L2 is our main value. So we could go to here, I will type the $sign, then enter it. Then after that we can automatically calculate the next deviation for each of data points. And once when you go to this data cell, you will see once you get the plus sign, you can grab until the cover all data points. Then you will see that automatically calculated the deviation for the each data points. Then, but we have to find the next square of the deviations. In order to do that, I open again another column. I start another column, and x minus x bar square. We already found the deviation for each data points. Then we have to square it. In order to do that, I will go to this cell and type square, and we have to square this data point. I will click here and type this square, then enter it. Then this points, we got the deviation, square up to deviation. In order to generate our next data points, I will drag here until cover all the data points. Then we generated all the square of deviation for each of data points. But in order to find the standard deviation variance, so we have to get the summation of the square deviation. That's mean in order to find the summation of the square deviation, these are the square deviation for each of point. We have to get the summation. I will highlight all of the square deviation and go to the formula. Then I will click the auto sum. Then you will see that we got the total square summation. Now let's calculate the sample variance. The formula is the total summation of squared divided by n minus 1. I will go to the reference cell where you wanted to appear the variance and type the equal sign. Then click the total sum of the square value we already calculated. Then divide by n minus 1. Our n is, we already found n is 12 minus 1. We have to make sure that it's used the parenthesis here. See, otherwise we'll calculate the variance. It's the wrong calculation will come because it's how we enter to the calculator. We use the n minus 1. If you only without parenthesis, if you type here, then the Excel will misuse the calculation. So then just enter it. Then we got the variance, but if you want to round this value for the 2 decimal, so I will type here round function, double click it and comma 2, then enter it. We found the variance for the entire data set. So standard deviation is square root of the variance. I will type here that formula equal square root, then double click it. Our variance is, this is the variance cell. Click it here and just enter. Then we got the standard deviation again. If you want to round it, you are going to the reference cell of the standard deviation and type here round and double click. And how many decimal points? If you want a 3 decimal point, I will type 3 here and type the parenthesis to close the round function, then enter it. then we found the standard deviation for the first data set. Now I will demonstrate the same process for the calculating the standard deviation using the different data set. This time I have 30 data points representing official enter rates. So we will follow the same step as before to calculate the standard deviation. This time also we are using the sample, so we will use the second formula to find the variance of the sample data set. And first, as before, I need to find the mean. I will type the equal average function and double click it. Then I need to highlight the entire data set. In order to do that, I will press here first data point and then drag until cover the entire data set, then press the enter. So then you will see that we got the mean for the this data set, and also to count the number of data points, I will type here equal then count function, double click it, and again to the first highlight the first data point, then drag it until cover the entire data set and enter it. Then you will see that we got the total number of data points as 30. Then we have to find the variance in order to find same way. I will copy and paste here our formula name for the. Now I'm going to copy the formula from the previous calculation. So I will click the first formula and Control-C copy and paste here. If you copy the formula from previous data set, make sure to update the reference for the mean, since this data set has a different mean. So where is the mean for this data set, previous data set? If you go to here, you will see that this is the mean 7.5 for the previous data set. We have to update it as here. So I will go to choose this cell as this cell. So you will see that it's changed to the L19. So then just enter it. But still again, we have to enter to the Excel as this constant. So I will type the $sign here to $sign. Then after that you can enter it. Then automatically it changed to the mean as 37.1 instead of 7.5. So again this formula, then you can copy here and paste. Then automatically this generated the square deviation for this value. We don't want to change anything here. So once you've copied this formula, you can copy this deviation formula to each of the cell and dragging until cover the entire data set. Then again this one also we can copy and drag in until they cover the entire data set. Then we found the square of the deviation for each of data points. I have to get the total summation of the square of deviation. Then in order to do that, I will highlight all the data here, then click the auto sum. We found the summation of square of deviation. Then in order to find the variance from this equation, we have to get the total summation of square of deviation and divide by n-1. I will formulate here on the reference file where you wanted to display the variance and equal, and I want to click the total summation of deviation, sum of square of sum of deviation and divide by n minus 1. My n is here n 30. I will click here 30 and minus 1 and close the bracket, just enter it. Then again, if you want to round off, go to here, round and double click it. If you round for the 2 decimal, I will type here 2 and just enter it. Then again, in order to find the standard deviation, that's mean square root of the variance, I will type equal sign, square root, and double click it and click our variance and close the bracket and enter it. You will see that again. If you want to round off, I will go to here, click the standard deviation value and type the round function, double click it and come up. If you want a 2 decimal, type the 2 and close the bracket and just enter it. Then you will see that we found the standard deviation for this data set.